The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. At that time, Jesus said to his disciples, "Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and it will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives, and he who seeks finds, and to him who knocks it will be opened. Or what man of you, if a son asks him for bread, will give him a stone? Or if he asks for a fish, would give him a serpent? If you then, who are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more willing your Father who is in heaven gives good things to those who ask him. So whatever you wish that men would do to you, do so to them. For this is the law and the prophets." The Gospel of the Lord. Ask, seek, and knock. We've probably all had the experience of asking and not receiving, and seeking and not finding, and knocking and the door not being opened. But Jesus says that if we do these things in our relationship with Him, we will always receive, we will always find, and the door will always open. Why? Because as he explains, what mother or father would not do that for their own children? And you have had that experience. How often have we as children or your children asked and asked and asked and asked and asked, and eventually to have peace in the house, you simply say yes, if not to the initial thing, but a substitute for it. How many nights have you lain in bed searching for answers of how to stop your husband snoring, or doing something that particularly irritates you, and he might have been doing the same next to you but never mentioned it? How often have you gone around looking for solutions, knocking, asking, what can I do about my child who's not doing well at school? What can I do about our financial situation at home? What can I do about this condition, health condition that I have? Knock, knock, knock. And Jesus says, when you do that for me, I will always be there for you. Have we stopped asking and searching and knocking? Because sometimes we ask and we just get tired of asking and we stop. Well, maybe it's time for us to start asking a different question. Maybe our question is wrong. Maybe in our meditation and in our reflection on scriptures, we can realize that, yes, what I'm asking for is actually not good for my soul. Maybe I should ask for something else. Try it at least. Because that's where the searching comes in. If we never stop searching, we will die within. If we never search, in a sense, for a comfortable bed, for a good night's sleep, for something to eat, to look at the wonders of the world, if we never had that sense of searching, we would never, ever experience the love of God. And the doors, there are so many doors, even in this own little temple. Why do we always want to get through one particular door? If it's going to open, it'll open. It's not because my knocking isn't loud enough. Maybe I'm wasting my time on that door, and that door is not for me. Maybe there are other doors I need to knock on. Surfers, I'm not a pro, believe you me. They ask for a good wave. They search for it. And when it comes knocking, they go for it. And only when they've asked, search, and they go through that door of opportunity do they have an experience of God's love like never before. And that's when they become stoked, amped, and hyped. That's the words of today's lingo. Stoked means you are filled with something totally wonderful. Amped, you've got fire, you know the amps that you have in this electricity. You are amped with incredible energy that comes from somewhere else. And hyped, you are hypersensitive to the incredible love of God. When last were we stoked as Christians? Really stoked? And if you, as we all know, we go to the sea and we see those surfers and they surf so beautifully, and we wonder, how beautiful is that? They are stoked. As somebody said to me yesterday when we were busy falling off our boards, not even able to get our knees around, and we saw one chap going, flunk, 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 flunk. And the guy said, it looks so much easier on TV. Have we stopped knocking and asking and seeking because all we want to do is have a picture of where we're going and never experience that love? Maybe our fascination with social media and all the things that we send is because that's the thing that we would like, without realizing we actually can have it. That's what Jesus does when we knock, seek, and ask. Amen.